We've got another nickel hunt and album filled episode today. This is going to be episode 51. We've got boxes 82 and 83, and these boxes come all the way from Washington State, thanks to Transit Dave. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. Like I said in the intro, we've got a 2-box nickel hunt today, hoping to complete this nickel album as soon as possible. Now I want to thank Transit Dave for his 2-box trade with me. I'm hoping that the Washington State nickels produce some goodies, especially the nickel that we need for the album. But we'll take silver, buffaloes, or anything nice for the collection. Now, if you haven't watched the first 50 episodes, I have a link to that playlist both down below and pinned up here. Please feel free to check it out before watching this one. That way you don't spoil the progress we've made on the album. Now, if you've already watched all of the episodes, you guys know we are stuck hard on trying to find that 1950D. It's the only nickel we need left for the album to be completed. Just the 50D. Now, obviously, we could use a few more upgrades. Even though this nickel album is in super fantastic condition overall, there are a few dogs in here, especially in the silver years, but you got to find silver in your boxes in order to upgrade them, and they've got to be nice. Now, Transit Dave has sealed these boxes like Fort Knox, so I'm going to take a second off camera and cut away some of this duct tape and see if we can go ahead and take a look for any enders live. I'll cut it away and try not to open the top at all while I cut it away, and then we'll do a live opening together. Let me do that first, and I'll be right back. All right, I've got the first one opened. It looks like I opened it backwards, but either way, we got the first one open. I'll do this one after this box hunt. Let's just take a look. Now, I know Transit Dave popped the tops of these to make sure that they were circulated, so he's already taken a quick peek, but I just want to take a quick peek myself. And it looks like we have a decent mix of more modern nickels with some older enders as well. You never know what you're going to get in these boxes until you get into them, so that's what we're going to do. As always, I'll be using my nickel coin hunts mat to facilitate the hunt, sort the finds, look for varieties, other goodies, things like that. You guys know what we want. Buffaloes, war nickels, varieties, upgrades, proofs, foreigns, or a 50D. I'll bring you guys in if and when we have a first find. Boxes started off pretty light. We're already on roll number 9, and we have our first find of the box, and I mean total finds, is one. 1940 Philadelphia. Let's see if this box can heat up now. Roll 16, early Jefferson find number 2, a 1941 Philadelphia. Well, we're on roll 38, and it's been a pretty quiet box, but I saw a red edge, and I didn't think much of it. A lot of the nickels and quarters and you name it get painted, but now that I take a closer look at it, that we've come up on it, that's going to be a buffalo nickel. We've got a painted buffalo nickel in the box. It's going to be a type 2, and I don't see a mint mark. And I might be able to get a date off that. Is that going to be 1925 maybe? No. 1920. That's a 2-0. 1920. Let's just double check. Yeah, no mint mark on the reverse. It's painted red. I'll see if I can remove that safely with a little isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip to make it look nicer, and I'll bring it back in. But that's a buffalo nickel found, and even though the box has been pretty quiet, it's always a good hunt when you find a buffalo. We're on roll number 44, and we're gonna have another early Jefferson, our third from the 40s, and that's a 1940 Denver. I'll make mention that I also found a blinged out 1990. We'll be tossing it back. Just wanted to show you guys that one. And we're on the second round of soaking this buffalo nickel, and I think we're going to get most of it off. So that's pretty cool. Roll number 46 is going to provide us with our oldest Jefferson of the hunt. This is going to be a second year, 1939, in not that bad a shape. If it has a mint mark, it's a key date. And it doesn't have a mint mark, so we'll check it for that DDR. Be nice to find another one of those. But based on the words 5 cents and Monticello, I do not see one. 39p though, oldest find of the box. We'll put that up there. Put the bling one back. and take a look at that buffalo here at the end. Same roll. We've got a 1941. And I think that might be a San Francisco. And it is. 41S. 4 nickels from the 40s. Roll 47. Yet another 1941 Jefferson nickel. And that one is another San Francisco. Well, we finished that first box from Washington State. It was a slower box, but it actually heated up a little bit towards the end. We got 9 in the 50s, 5 in the 40s, 1 in the 30s, and actually 1 in the 20s. And that buffalo nickel didn't come out too bad. There's still a little bit of red in the deepest recesses, but soaking it in a little bit of rubbing alcohol, if you will, did a pretty good number on getting a lot of that paint off, so at least it's more presentable. Not something I recommend doing on key dates, but if they're paint filled, I mean, they're not going to fetch anything anyway. At the end of the day, that's a pretty good first box based on finding the buffalo and the 30s nickel, and like I said, it came back towards the end. We also got a really nice 1961 Denver and 3 nice 1968 San Franciscos. I don't think I need any of those, but I pulled them aside because they're too nice to throw back, and maybe they'll upgrade. Box 1 is done. Let me go ahead and perform open box surgery on this, and then we'll do a live opening once I get the flaps cut open. All right, the flaps are cut open correctly this time, and let's take a peek inside. Looks like more of the same. Hopefully we get some more of the same. I'll take another buffalo nickel. I'll also take a war nickel if we get so lucky, and some older Jeffersons. Let me go ahead and slide it back. I'll bring you in on the first find of box 2. Roll 6 of box 2 has our first 40s Jefferson find, and it's going to be a 1948 Denver. What's that doing over there? Roll 16 of box 2, another 1940. This one, also a Philadelphia. Roll number 17, and we have found a 1949 nickel. 1949 S, not the D. We could check for the D over S. I don't know how I spaced it, but a 49S is a semi-key date nickel. Not only did I space it while finding it, I spaced it in the wrap-up. But rest assured, it's safely in my collection now. Man, we've got a 49 and a 51. Where's that 50? Roll 21 will give us our first Canadian nickel, and being from Washington State, I thought we'd see a few of these. If I start seeing them, I won't show them, but I just wanted to bring that up, but that's our first one through 71 rolls. Roll 25 of the second box, and we've got another 1939 in pretty nice shape. Will it be a key date? And it's not. 39 Philly. Is there any doubling? And there is not. We'll take it though. It's always nice seeing a nice 30s nickel in your hunts. Same roll. 1946 Philadelphia. And we'll just check for that notch on the R. Not a Henning nickel. Get back to the hunt. You guys, we are on roll number 28 of the box, 78 of the hunt. And I had to grab my camera to see if we can get lucky right here. But I just found a 1950. We just found a 1950 nickel. And it doesn't have the best detail, but I don't find many of these. And this is either going to be a 50 Philadelphia semi-key or the 50D that we need. Let's flip it around and see if it's it. And it's not the 50D, it's a 50 Philadelphia. Let's just confirm 100%. It is most definitely no mint mark. 50 Philadelphia. I thought we had it for a second, but I wish it had more detail. That would have really made me think we had it. But we don't. Still nice seeing a 1950 Philadelphia in the box. That is a semi-key date as well. So close, yet so far. 22 rolls more to go. Roll number 45 of the box, and we do have a 40s nickel. It's a 1947 San Francisco. Man, still coming down from that high from that 1950 almoster. Well, that's going to do it for box 2 from Washington State. I want to thank Transit Dave yet again for the trade. Those are some fun boxes. We got 16 in the 50s, 10 in the 40s, 2 in the 30s, and a Buffalo nickel in the 20s to go along with 2 Canadians and a handful of beauties. I'll check against the album. I'll tell you, this 1950, I don't find many of them. That gave me quite the excitement, and I've scoped it 100 times since that clip, and it's definitely a 50 Philadelphia. We'll take the semi-key date, find of the box, find of the hunt for sure. Man, so close. Let me go ahead now and comb through the finds, see if we have any upgraders for the album. We know we don't have the edition, although we came close. I'll be back once I've done that. All right, we have combed through the finds, and surprisingly, we actually had 3 upgrades. I'll start by saying we did not upgrade the 50p. They're about equal. No sense popping that one out to put the other one in. But as expected, we updated a dandy of a 68S and an absolute stunner of a 61D. On top of that, the final upgrade, that second 39 Philadelphia we found, is actually better than the one we had in the album, so we upgraded that one as well. 3 upgrades, not too bad after 83 boxes hunted in an already pretty nice nickel album. Yeah, we didn't get any silver. Yeah, we didn't get the 50D. But man, we got a Buffalo and a 1950 semi-key date, which gave us quite the scare in a good way. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this nickel hunt and album fill series. We have now done 83 boxes, and the quest continues for that elusive 50D. If you are, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.